What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another. See, in the last video, we did a react to the Dragon Ball's Majin Buu and its horrendous packaging. We got a new one for this episode. We're going to dive on into it. I'm actually keen to check this one out. Alright, everybody, here we are. As you can see here, you might tell, you might not. We got ourselves our hands on a Vegeta. Definitely, I know for sure this is definitely a bootleg, as I've seen what this version kind of goes for, and it's quite expensive. This one was actually quite cheap. That's a different price now. I only paid like $17 for this. It was very cheap. Like I said, I've seen this online, and it goes for a fair cop online. And there are other stores that sell kind of versions of this, which I'm assuming is being sold for $150. It looks very close to it, just the packaging. This is basically how it came. There was no box. It was nothing in a box. It was just wrapped in plastic. So we're going to get on into it and have a look at this. So let's rip down now. Oh, that ripped very easily. Super Saiyan Vegeta. There he is there. That's his head. It actually looks pretty good. I am disappointed that it didn't come with a box, because it would be nice to have seen, like, if they put the effort into a box, but they haven't. The quality of the face actually isn't too bad. It's actually pretty good. It's a bit strange though that they've got like a darker highlight though. They've got like an orange sprayed through the highlight. That's a bit strange. But it comes with a base to help them stand. There's the body. I don't know if anything else is going to be possibly broken on this. As you don't, the fact that it came just in a bag is kind of a bit shocking. The mold's pretty good there. The support. It's pretty seamless. There's one of the bolts there. Is this connected to this arm as well, or has this come off? There's a random bolt here which makes no sense. I don't know if this is attached to anything or it's got to plug into somewhere. The quality of that's pretty good. We've got some burn shadowing marks. That's actually pretty good. The quality seems fairly okay. Very impressed. Here's the body. It's quite large as well. For its price, he was very large. That's what I was impressed about, is the size. His feet look... I'm seeing some defects. Not too bad though. Overall of it, the quality is, see, that's why he has the support as well, because he doesn't stand. He can't stand. The texturing is actually really good on the plastic. It's really nice. I'm actually very impressed with this. That's glued in. Seems not too bad. For a bootleg, like I said, if you're someone that wants to collect these on a budget and isn't too worried about the quality, like about it being a bootleg, then by all means go for it. I'm a bit in that grey area where I want authentic things, but I'm also not going to pay a fortune for it. I think it's a bit crazy when you got to pay, exuberance over $100. This I could understand paying maybe $100 for, being, if it was actually legit. But that's the problem, is like there you can see spot the seam there. That seems kind of obvious there across the leg there, and up the butt cheek there. It's quite obvious. Like that's very bad. And then it connects around the waist there, so that connects there as well. So that's not exactly clean. It's kind of bad. Could most likely be better. But it is what it is for its price. Like I said, I'm not complaining. But it's not really helping him stand either way. He's going to topple over. Even with the support on, he's not standing. So I don't know whether the head's going to help with the weight, pulling it back maybe. Is that going to hold? Nope, he still falls forward. So unfortunately, he does not stand. He cannot stand being a bootleg. That just falls out. But overall, I mean, in general, though, it's still not bad for its price. The quality is pretty good until you start getting down to its feet. The feet here are actually quite shocking. The base is barely glued in, or barely pushed in and just glued in. You can see there's the seam right there. There's a seam right across his foot. It's barely in there. It's not even really glued. I could almost pull that off, I believe. But otherwise than that, everything else is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty decent. I am somewhat impressed with this, but the fact that some of these joints are actually quite bad, and it's still pretty good. Like I said, for its price, just to add to your collection, it ain't bad. He doesn't stand well, so that's gonna kind of add to the posture problem. But he doesn't want to stand. He wants to keep falling. He's just like which is a bit disappointing. I'll have to figure out a way of getting him to stand up so he doesn't fall over. His legs are actually quite flexy. Where things are glued, I wouldn't be surprised if it could. Like, that's kind of sticking out of the pants here. Yeah, that's not even glued in properly, so it's it's not going to go any higher of a rating. That's barely sitting in there. It's pretty bad. But again, like I said, if you want something that's cheap, Like, that's raised up completely, so that's not even cut properly. And even that there, whatever that's going on there, that's a bit shocking as well. Sticking out his chest there, his nipple or something like that, looks very bad. Actually, it might even take down the review, the score a little bit, maybe to a 6.5. The fact that he doesn't stand, parts aren't pushed in properly, and they're sticking out of the body, not in line with the flow of the body, which could have just taken a little bit extra work just by sanding something back or trimming something back, and it much would have fit a little bit better. The fact the seams are quite noticeable. But, oh, is he going to stand? Okay, he's just going to stand normal now without the support. Okay, maybe I just fiddled with him and he stands perfectly fine now. Oh, okay, he's just going to stand. He's going to... No, there he goes. Maybe you got to rub him in the spot. And he'll stand. Okay. So he's standing. He wants to stand. But no, yeah, I think a 6.5 maybe overall. With the fact that some of the paintwork is a bit weird, especially the hair. The paintwork on the hair is a bit strange in general. Darker on the chest there, but for what it is, it ain't bad. But as a size comparison, this is how big he is to my head. It's quite large, and like I said, that's why I'm quite impressed. For its price, it ain't bad, but overall, it's not the best version. Like I said, I'm trying to figure a way of how to get him to stand up and stay and display on my shelf. I'll figure that out, but otherwise, it's not too bad for its price. You can check it out if you want one of these. Jump on there. Again, not sponsored. It's something that I want to do for fun, just collecting things. If there's anything else you want me to collect, let me know. Keep it within a budget. I'll have a look and I can always check them over for you. If you want to see what if you were thinking about buying it yourself, hey, go for it. You know, it's one of those things. But anyway, it's another Temu Toys bootleg Dragon Ball figures. We'll be doing other figures in the future. Whether they're One Piece, Dragon Ball, anything like that, we'll be looking into them. All the budget range. Definitely picking a bunch of those up, and yeah, they'll be slowly popping up 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. But as always, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us here. As always, stay pickled. And if you liked the video, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Woo!